Welcome to lecture 10, blast furnace burden preparation techniques. The sintering process was discussed in the last lecture. In this lecture I am going to discuss pelletization process. That is, what do you mean by pelletization process and how does it works, what is the basic principle and how do you make it. The principle consists of the charge ore fine iron ore. It could include ultra fine iron ore, and with using a mechanism, balling mechanism, you prepare a ball type fine iron ore, and with the addition of moisture content, it is called as a green ball. And to make it harden, you take all these particular green balls to firing section. It becomes hard, so that easy to transport, there will not be loss of any pelletization particles. As we know, the raw material for the blast furnace pig iron production, it includes iron ore, limestone and coke, but also it includes sinters and pellets. And what are the average sizes of raw material in the blast furnace? Iron ore, coke, limestone and sinter, pellets. Pellet size may vary from 6 to 16 mm. And what is basic principle of pelletization? How do you define? It is the process of compressing a material into the shape of a pellet, which is nothing but a round form. Pelletization can also be called agglomeration technique. Compressing, the process of compressing, the process of agglomeration, both are same. Now, what are the objectives of pelletization process? Why this process is developed? Mainly, it was observed that there was a fine iron ore going as a waste. Can we utilize it? Can we recycle it to the again blast furnace charge? To transform that particular ultra fine ore concentrates into the pellet form and make it suitable feed for the blast furnace. And pelletization mainly developed to make the use of blue dust or ultra fine iron ore concentrated, which was generated from the iron ore beneficiation plants. Even during the blast furnace raw material section also there may be some wastage. In the beneficiation plants also there was some of the blue dust or ultra fine ore consist of iron ore, coke was going as a waste. So you will be utilizing for the better feed. Since there was a lack of raw material in the form of iron ore for the production of iron, so and for the production of steel, the iron demand is increasing, but the iron source raw material was decreasing. So in that particular situation, the pelletization was developed. And there is, in Indian scenario, if you see the mines of iron ore mines, there is large content of iron ore, and if you make use of that particular fine iron ore waste, it means that when you are making the pellet, that gangue material is being reduced. It means lower gangue material. When you compare with iron ore, pellet will have lower gangue materials. That is one more point. And if you compare with respect to the transportation for the long distance from the pelletization plant to sintering plant to blast furnace feeding section. So this long distance transportation, when you compare with respect to the sinters and pellets, sinters are observed to be some amount of breakage is happening, some amount of Iron ore is again going as a waste. Whereas pellets, since it is a round shape, the degradation, the wastage, further wastage of pellets in the form of fine iron is negligible. That is also one of the objective to develop the pelletization process. Now, in this particular scenario, why do you need pelletization? Why do you need to make into the pellet form, a round pellet? Because of the price rise in raw material price, day by day increasing, raw material for the DRI, raw material for the steel production, raw material for the pig iron production. So it increasing. If you see iron ore as a raw material or combination of coke, limestone increasing, do we have any alternative? Why do I need to use 100% iron ore? So the cost effective. So in that situation, the pellets are utilized. 40% of pellets can be utilized for the DRI production, and pig iron production 40% of sinters can be utilized. This is one of the reason. And immediately for the producing from iron to steel, the iron ore, obviously the initial stage you need iron ore. Once you convert into the DRI, you can convert DRI into the steel. Once you make into the pig iron, you can convert by using a refining process, which is oxidation process. You can convert into the steel, where the carbon content, phosphorus content is reduced. In the steel plants, it can be done, but in the initial iron ore, demand of this particular plants for the DRI steel is increasing. So the option exists is pelletization is very necessary, and product quality, and if you need good company life of this particular instruments, it is helpful. The pellets are helpful. That is why you had around 40% of pellets. And if you see Indian scenario, the iron ore available is low grade iron ore. If you take Rajasthan or Karnataka, Orissa mines, low grade iron ore, it is already low grade of iron ore. It means iron content, iron yield is very less. That means gangue material is high. So in that scenario, so if you are using that particular iron ore, the final pig iron or DRI could reduce. That is why if you use a combination of iron ore and pellets, your yield of iron in the pig iron hot metal, DRI, solid state of iron will increase. That is one of the intention. And day by day, the steel demand in the application, in the construction industry, all other industries, automobile industry, the steel demand is increasing. It has the demand of 110 million tons to be produced by 2020. How do you meet that particular demand for the application, for the requirement of mankind? So how do you fulfill it? So you need to compromise for using pellets also along with the iron ore for producing the iron, subsequently steel. And now coming to those are the principles and objectives why do you need. Now let us talk about the mechanism. So how do you understand this particular pellet formation and how this particular process is being made, pelletization plant, pelletization instrument. You can use this particular three-stage principle: pendular state, funicular state and capillary state. Let me explain one by one. These particular fundamentals, water particle system or theory of bonding will give you the good understanding of pellet formation and pellet formation mechanism. The first state is pendular state. Assume that there is a drum type plate, you have added this fine iron ore dust particles. Each thing I assume as a particle, and when you add some amount, little amount of water, it will not cover entire particles. It will be at the surface. Thus that particular surface tension hold few particles, and when you are increasing the addition of water content or increasing the moisture content, next level it goes to the funicular state. The remaining pores try to be occupied by this water molecules. It fills and it clumps together and it forms a layer. It forms a nuclei and further growths, capillary state. This particular water has a nature of capillary state. This further pores are filled and all the pores will be completed. It depends upon the time and quantity of water. This is simple analogy, and you see here the first stage, pendular state, small amount of water was existing. You see these are the bottom surface of water, few pores are filled, and when you see another layer of particles also filled with water, and you can observe this second layer and third layer, finally completely filled. These pores are completely filled in this state. It is nothing but a pellet. We call this particular state as a pellet. This particular pellet will be compared with respect to the strength. It mainly depends upon, it should have the minimum porosity and sufficient amount of water you need to add, so that green ball, you mean combination of moisture and particles, are prepared. And coming to the next, this particular green ball mechanism, green ball is nothing but iron ore, fine iron ore particles combination of moisture which was made. After all these three stages is nothing but green ball, and this particular green ball is consist of mainly two stages. The first stage is nucleation state. After the nucleation stage are seed formation initially, and that particular seeds, further that particular moisture, capillary, due to the capillary action, this nucleus will initially, it is a form of a separate particle. When the water is coming in the contact, it forms a small nucleus, and after x amount of time, this moisture content forms another new particles, new nuclei. It further goes. It could be the large size of the particle. In the case of disc type pelletizer, drum type pelletizer, these are the two different instruments used in the industry scale for making pellets, iron ore pellets. Specifically, you need to remember in this subject, this pellet is iron ore pellet, not other powder metallurgy, ceramic process, pellet making process. Maybe the principle same, but here I am talking about iron ore pellets only. And this particular formation of green ball mainly depends upon the moisture content, nucleation, further particle growth. But once this particular moisture content is reached to the critical moisture content, so it is stopped. Addition of the water is been stopped. You no need to add. If you increase more, it again disturbs. It disintegrates those nuclei. The seeds are green balls That is why it should be critical based on the experience, based on the calculations. For the quantity of charge feed fine iron ore is being taken, the moisture content is added, and this particular growth takes place. One need to remember, growth takes place layer by layer. This water also transfers in the capillary action layer by layer. Assimilation grouping from all the three directions, it groups together, forms a particle, final particle, which we call as a iron ore pellet. This particular formation of the iron ore pellet, the size of the pellet depends on, in the charge of fine iron ore, how much water has been added, how much time the revolution of the disc type pelletizer, drum type pelletizer is used, what is the time, what is the speed, what is the RPM value, what is the number of revolutions. It makes the round pellets and size, equal size of the iron ore pellets will come out. It is a dependent parameter. One need to highlight this point in the mechanism. And three regions will give you, usually happens in the formation of iron ore pellets. Three regions you will see in the form of mechanism. Initially nuclei or seed formation, depends upon the number of revolutions and time, and transition from nuclei to growth, particle growth, the separate particle, separated out, nuclei and separated particle, the transition region, and finally that particular ball is grown, making into the round shape and making into the odd ball further grows. You can see graph with the graph. This is average pellet diameter in mm size, and these are the number of revolutions given for the drum type pelletizer, 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000. If you see initially till 800 revolutions, nuclei, mainly the nuclei are forming at different locations. After exceeding the 800 to 900 and 1000, there will be a transition. It is these nuclei particles are separated, forming another particles, another new particle. That particular particle is green ball. The green ball, as the revolutions are increasing, green ball growth is taking place. At n number of revolutions, it saturates. There is no further growth of the green balls. Diameter, if you see, after 4000 revolutions, 15 mm diameter. So that is, with this particular graph, one need to explain mechanism. If there is a question that explain the mechanism of green ball formation or iron ore pellet formation. Now let us see what are the advantages of pellets. Initially, if there was shortage of coke, there was a mechanism called injection of pulverized coal injection. If you use these pellets, it reduce. You no need to add. This pellet formation also includes coke also. That is why you no need to add. If you add the 40% of pellets for the pig iron production or DRI production, 40% of pellets, and the rest is the iron scrap, you no need to add this particular coke, which gives the exothermic thermal energy also. It contributes. For the DRI production, you use 40% of pellets, 60% of iron scrap for producing the DRI, and you can utilize for making the pellets 0 to 5 mm fine size particles also. Instead of rejecting them, instead of making them waste, you can utilize. That is one more advantage. And the blast pressure, when you are supplying the blast pressure, for example in the case of blast furnace, if you use the pellets along with the iron ore 10 to 20 mm size of the particles, you need you require very high blast pressure. And when you, if you are using this 10 to 40 mm lump ore, which are sinters, if you are using sinters, you need to increase the blast pressure in the case of blast furnace. Furthermore, you require, if you use pellets, it require low blast pressure. If you are using the sinters, lump ore is nothing but sinter, you require high blast pressure. So it is another advantage of pellets. And during the transportation from the pelletization plant, when you compare with respect to the sinters, the loss is very low, negligible for the pellets. It will not break, since these iron ore pellets are hardened and surface area and is bulk density is sufficient for the pellets. And degradation with respect to the transportation for the sinters, it is more when you compare with respect to the pellets. And the rate of this particular using this pellets, and which is contributed to the finally the iron yield. When you are using this particular pellets, the productivity and quality is increased. And alternative option, when there was the demand of raw material as iron ore was decreasing, this is better alternative choice. It is also one more advantage. This is used, you can use for the blast furnace pig iron production also. You can use rotary kiln based direct to reduced iron. You can increase the productivity and efficiency if you compromise to use 40% of pellets. Now, what are the disadvantages of pellets? The installation cost of the pellet instruments is 30 to 40% more when you compare with respect to the sintering plant. Now, and another is operating cost also. The sintering machine operating cost is lesser than the pelletization plant. Difficulty to produce flux pellets. You can produce flux sinter, you can add at that particular stage of sinter making, but flux addition in the case of pellets is difficult, but coke you can add. That one need to remember. Swelling, loss of the strength, swelling sometimes occur for the pellets within the blast furnace. Sometimes it may occur. Strong flux sinters mainly contains MgO, and which is more preferred than the pellets. That is why for the iron production by the blast furnace, you use 40% of sinter, not pellets. This is the one of the reason. No flux is used here. You can remember that particular fine form of flux you cannot use, and coke, some amount of coke is used, fine form of coke is used. That is fine. That is advantage. Now coming to the concluding section for this lecture, iron ore pellets are better suitable feed for the sponge iron production. Justify it why? And is ultra fine iron ore and low grade iron ore utilization suitable for the pellet preparation? Is it suitable or not? It is suitable. Which of the sinter and pellet iron ore particles are subjected to more loss during the transportation? Is it sinter or pellet? And give the reason. Is pellets are replaceable with the total iron ore in the DRI production? No, you cannot do it. You need initially certain for the quality and efficiency, you need for 40 percentages, it should not exceed the 40 percentage. If you use the iron scrap, that gives another important contribution with respect to the alloying addition, strength, so all those things. Yield. What is the proportion of pellet mix with the iron ore in sponge iron production? Mainly I am focusing with respect to the DRI and sponge iron production, and this sponge iron production, DRI production topic is not covered for you guys. It will come soon. That is another type of pig iron and sponge iron production, the another production where you use pellets. You need to remember this section for that particular point. Thank you.